But here, you saw Ruth smiling here. But there were many, many months that I looked at my daughter's face and she could never even afford a smile. And it's amazing to see people meet me on the streets and say, look, I didn't know you sing. I saw you singing. I saw you backing so-and-so. I saw you in Emiko's Gay song. I saw you in Evelyn Wanjiru's song. I saw you in Jerry's songs. And I'm like, okay, I also have my own songs. Some of you people that think you have made it, mimi nishafika, nisha make it, you know, be very, very careful. Still, see other people that haven't made it as people. Because you are there yourself. Unless ulizaliwa tu hivi na ukakuwa celeb ama ukakuwa star. But some of you know where you've been. You know how you've struggled to be where you are. So respect the other people that haven't made it. Encourage them. Love on them. Usiwa blue tick. Because sasa wewe uko hapo na huwezi kufikia. I was required to be strong for her. Yet inside of me I wasn't that strong like you would imagine. I was really paining inside. I was done. People that were attached to us, when I say us, I mean me and Ruth, they were attached to us as friends. But when we went through all that, we never saw them. And don't you forget that, my youth, skizeni, kwa muda mrefu mmeona vita, ugomvi, watu wanagawanywa kikabila, kisiasa na nini. A lot of you were not born when izima violence zilikuwa zinafanyika hapa Kenya. And here we are facing another period of election. I want you to be wise. My love life has been full of agape love. I try to love everyone. Agape love is God's love. I try to love everyone. I've been in relationships before, but most of them have flopped. I was in a marriage which flopped, and that's how I ended up a single father that I am today. And now I decided to just flow into the agape love, kind of love. I don't want to expound on that mostly because I was in another interview and I mentioned things to the effect that dating, blah, 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 and it actually it was a big uproar in the social media, and I don't want to take that route again. But I love everyone.
You have a daughter, a beautiful daughter.
Oh yeah.
Ruth Matete.
Is Ruth here? Just come and say hi to me. Yes, I do have a lovely daughter.
Surprise.
Say hi to the camera.
How are you, Ruth? This is the second time we are meeting. Oh, really? I know you can't remember the first time.
Yeah. Good to see you again.
Wow, glad
so this is Ruth.
You guys to continue.
Thanks for saying hi.
Yeah, you said hi to my people. Vlogs by Maria.
How are you?
Subscribe.
Subscribe to this channel.
Yeah.
Right? I'm next in the interview.
Next
time.
Finya ako kadude. Subscribe. Hapo chini ako chini. Finya ako kadude.
Father daughter goals. I see the two of you on Instagram.
Oh, that's
Father daughter goals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me not interfere with the interview.
Okay, sawa. Thank you.
Yeah. So question came at the right time. She just walked in.
Because I was asking now. She's an award-winning gospel minister. She's a mom. She's a vocalist. And with all the achievements she's made, how does it make you feel like a dad?
You know, every parent would definitely feel proud when their children take the direction they've always wanted to take. Because a lot of us parents have this tendency to try and push our children to do what we want them to do. It's good because some of us realize what they are when they are still growing, and we look at them and know that my child likes fiddling with the radio or the TV, so we atakuwa engineer. But a lot of us look at the current affairs, current situation, the current economy, and we say, look, this course you're about to take is not marketable. So mimi sitaki wewe ukue musician ni nini? Musician ni hustlers huko na huko. Nataka wewe ukue nataka uingie nursing. And this person that is being asked to get into nursing, hata akiona damu ikitoka kwa kidole hapa anaanza kutetemeka. They can even faint. So this is not their career, this is not their thing. So do not push your child into the things they are not oriented, you know, things that are not part of them, things that is not their passion. So any parent seeing a child growing up and embracing what is their passion and trying to push it, you're really a proud parent. So that's what I am to Ruth, because I discovered she was a musician when she was very young, and I tried to teach her and direct her towards that path. And this is what she is today. So what brought her to limelight was music. Of course, I took her to school, and I told her, okay, I'm into the media, so it would be good for you to also do communication. She has done communication at Daystar University, but see what she's doing every day. She's doing music. So that's her path, and I'm really, really proud of her.
Wow. Proud daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course she also has a daughter, a beautiful daughter.
Yeah, Tolua.
Tolua.
Oh, I wish she would have been here as well, so I could show her to your people.
Yeah. For the first time.
Yes.
Face to face.
My father, my mom, they both used to sing in a church choir.
Wow.
And that's what inspired me and my other siblings to start singing. I have a brother called Noah. Noah is also in the band. Noah Munga is also in the Silver Strings band. So he's a musician. And most likely, Tolua, coming from that lineage, she's most likely going to be a musician. I am really, really crossing my fingers that Tolua will be able to sing in the correct note. And she'll have passion to sing. Because if her great-grandfather, my dad, was a musician, then the grandfather, I'm a musician, then the mom is a musician. If she tries to stray it out of that order, atakuwa ameharibu sana order ya family genealogy. So I believe, because right now, if you want to capture her attention, just sing.
Wow.
Even if she's crying or if she's just sitting there doing something else, if you want to capture her attention, just whisper something musically, she will look at you. So that gives me an impression Tolua might be a singer. Yeah.
The two of you have a great bond, because I also, as I mentioned, I see the cute Instagram posts, the grandpa, granddaughter goals. The two of you are very close.
Yes, we are pretty close.
Yeah.
We've been close all our lives. But ever since my daughter lost her husband, I really tried my best to it's not easy to fit into the gap of her husband, but as a father, I've always been there. I've always played my role. But I always feel like it's even better right now to be more closer, that now that Tolua is there and she's there, there's this gap that is really, really hard to fill. So I try my best to give my time, both physically and emotionally, to try and be there and just try and make her feel part of the family. So yeah, the demise of her husband has also really enhanced our closeness.
Yeah.
Though we've been like, previously, before the husband passed on, I mean, I was not obliged to like see her every now and then, because now she had her family, and I had to just let her live her life. But right now I'm really pretty close because of that. Yeah.
So how was it for you stepping up like that daddy figure that she was missing in her life? Because of course she lost him barely before she was born. How was it for you stepping up like that dad?
Experience. It is the same for Ruth Matete when her mom died, and now here I am doing it for Tolua when her father died. And when she came, her father was already dead, because her mother was still expectant when dad died. Yeah, so she will probably just get to learn about her dad's demise later in life. But right now I just want her to still also feel the presence of a male figure in her life.
Yeah. So, okay, speaking about the same, you know, of course, when the demise happened, we saw a lot of things going on online. And like there are those people who are trolling her, there are those people who are by her side.
Yeah.
There are different reactions from different people.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not a parent yet, but mostly my mom and my dad will talk to me and they'll tell me it pains a lot when you see your child going through pain. And in this case, not only was she going through the pain of losing a partner, her partner in life, but she was also going through the stress of the trolls online and everything. How did it make you feel? And would you say you are there for her fully?
It was really devastating, I should say, because now trying to handle like multiple distresses in life. Here we are trying to handle what do you call sorrow. We are still mourning. At the same time, she's being told, like you say, at the same time, she still has her cases, DC High following up. because of the allegations and all that. At the same time, she's still in her first trimester, trying to, you know, push through that. At the same time, also undergoing some financial constraints because most of her income sources were blocked and they were shut down, like her school, like their church and everything. So it was really, really difficult for us. And to me, I can say it was really devastating. Being the father and being in the middle of all this, I was required to be strong for her. Yet inside of me, I wasn't that strong, like you would imagine. I was really paining inside. I was done. But you see, I just had to be there because no one else could be there. I just had to be there. I just had to be strong for her. I just had to stand there. I just had to maintain the smile. I just had to maintain my voice, even if there would be some sort of emotions in my voice. I just had to maintain my personality to make sure that we sail through. And personally, I am a believer that there's nothing is permanent under the sun. Everything comes and goes. Kilicho na mwanzo, Waswahili wanasema hakikosi kuwa na mwisho. So everything comes and goes.
So from the whole ordeal, what would you say, like, what did you get to learn from the whole ordeal? Maybe just generally, you know, like we go through different types of things, and in every instance it teaches us something. So what would you say you get to learn from the whole ordeal? The whole
ordeal, I learned that not all people that call you friend are your friends. Some of them are just there calling you friends, but inside of them they're after something else. Because we have a lot of people that were attached to us. When I say us, I mean me and Ruth. They were attached to us as friends, but when we went through all that, we never saw them. And don't you forget that before losing my daughter's husband, we had just lost my dad. So all that during that period, I realized who my real friends were. And some of the people that you might think are not your friends, those are actually your real friends. And these experiences also give you a chance to get to learn who your true friends are and who your fake friends are. So I really learned a lot. Do not trust everyone. Trust yourself and God.
And then maybe advice to somebody who's going through the same situations. There are people who are going through the same. So maybe what advice would you give them?
Hang in there. Don't give up. You know, if it's happened, it has happened. There's nothing you can change. You cannot change God's will. You cannot appeal against what God has decided. So just hang in there, be strong, and you finally come out of it. It's a matter of time. It takes time. So when it's happening, you will think that perhaps this is the end of me and this is the end of the world. And it's really difficult to know that one day you'll be able to smile again. But here, you saw Ruth smiling here. But there were many, many months that I looked at my daughter's face and she could never even afford a smile. But I thank God we went through. We are still coming out of it. I can't say we are completely out of it. But we are better off now than we were then. That's all I can say. It is the same thing to you. If you are going through this, just be strong and just know that this too shall come to pass.
Okay, and then a question that I don't want to miss asking. I know we've brushed on it. We didn't go deep into it, but I just ask for the sake of those people wanted to know. People want to know what is your type of woman, like if you are looking for one, because they're like, hey, he's single, he's successful, or he's not settled yet, so they want to know. Let me just ask it for the sake of those who needed to know.
Oh, some people needed to know. My ideal woman. Do I have one? Because I have no interest. But my ideal woman is a God-fearing woman, a person who I'm able to respect and is able to respect me. Yes, that's all I can say.
Okay.
Any
future plans or projects you're working on right now?
Thanks for asking that. A lot of people know me as an actor, like I said in the beginning. And it's amazing to see people meet me on the streets and say, look, I didn't know you sing. I saw you singing. I saw you backing so and so. I saw you in Emiko's Gay song. I saw you in Evelyn Wanjiru's song. I saw you in Jerry's songs. And I'm like, okay, I also have my own songs.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know me as a a solo artist. So my future projects right now involves going back to studio and doing my own music, so that I can also prove to other people out there that I am a musician in myself. I'm not just there as a backup of a BGV or a music trainer, just doing all. If you are able to train, then you should also be able to do that.
Yes.
So I have not retired musically. I am still going back to studio, and very, very soon you'll be seeing my music out there all over the place.
And then, so of course, for somebody who needs to reach you for any of the services, band, the MC, or they want to reach you for whichever purpose it is, how will they get reach of you?
You can reach me on Facebook at Igwe Abel Amunga, or Instagram at Abel Amunga. Yeah, those are my two active platforms right now.
Okay.
And like I said previously, you can also find us right here at Post Bank Building, right between I&M House and City Market. We are just right in between there. Post Bank Building, we are at the basement one. Or if you just ask at the reception office where the Silver Strings studio is, you will find us here.
Silver Strings.
Yes.
Yeah, and then maybe just like another question, maybe those upcoming artists, and maybe just an advice you can give to those who are up and coming artists, and then maybe all those who are also in the same industry, but they're about to give up because they have tried and they can't see anything working. Maybe just an advice to them. Now,
when you talk of you've tried and you've not seen anything working, that means you are focusing on there's something you're looking up to, like a lot of musicians, like a lot of artists. Let me just generalize and say artists would include musicians, they would include actors, they would include all these people in the art industry. They come in with a motive of becoming famous. That's what I usually say in most interviews. So if you have that motive, you're bound to get frustrated very, very soon. So when you come in the industry, do not come with a motive of I want to be known, nataka nikuwe celeb, nataka sijini nini. Just come in to express or rather to give out what God has put in you. If you know that you have that talent, just come in with an aim of displaying to the world what you have, but not what that displaying is going to cause you to be. And don't be in a hurry, because a lot of these people you are seeing in limelight, they've been there for quite some time, and they really had to struggle from humble beginnings. They struggled from day to day, from month to month, from year to year, until they became who they are today. Even the big musicians you're seeing around, you should ask them their beginnings. Like for years, no one knew their existence. No one even knew their songs, yet there were songs all over the place. So if you come in and you do a song, or you come in and do another song, another video, and no one is noticing, you don't give up. Just keep on. And some songs were done years back and they are hitting right now. So that happens. Wakati wa Mungu ni kama tsunami. Ikifika namna hivi, hata hakuna mtu atazuia. So just hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have resources, just pump into your project, just without caring how you're going to, like a lot of people say, nikiweka hizi pesa kwa hii project, nitazipata after 2 months. Don't have that kind of motive. That's a very wrong attitude. Yeah.
Last but not least, you've said people have grown, the way they've come up, they have hustled, people have come from far. And so you are a social person. Yes. You are really a very social person. And people have different personalities. Some people say that people who have already worked hard and they are somewhere in the industry, most of the time they don't want to socialize with other people, or maybe just communicating, or maybe you want to inquire something from them. So I don't know what you can say about that, or maybe any advice to the people you've worked with, or people you feel like have already grown in the industry and are doing well.
Don't you forget that a tree that grows and grows and grows for many years, there comes a time when the roots become so loose and the leaves start drying up and falling, and the branches start falling, and something might happen. The ants might come down under the tree and eat all the roots, and eventually this mighty, huge, humongous tree will end up just collapsing on the ground. So do not think that if you have the grace that has taken you to where you are, you will always be there. Like they say, treat people well on your way up, because you might need them on your way down. So those some of you people that think you have made it, mimi nishafika, nisha make it, you know, be very, very careful. Still see other people that haven't made it as people, because you are there yourself. Unless ulizaliwa tu hivi na ukakuwa celeb ama ukakuwa star. But some of you know where you've been. You know how you've struggled to be where you are. So respect the other people that haven't made it. Encourage them. Love on them. Usiwa blue tick. Because sasa wewe uko hapo na huwezi kufikia. Just reply them. A single hi inatosha. Akiona tu memreply anapata hiyo motisha na ku-encourage. Oh, so and so celeb, lakini mimi chat na yeye. Oh, ye huwa kwa nikimdm ana respond. You know, just associate with everyone. Usianze choose a clique. Don't start choosing a clique of people that you want to hang out with because now you don't belong to this class. You know, you belong to that class. No, there's nothing like class in this industry, my friend. Yes, that's my advice.
As I said, it's not easy, but I really appreciate. And maybe just any last advice to the youth. We remember, like, we had elections in 2007. We had elections and we had violence, and also we are also headed to the elections time. And a lot of youth gets to be swayed with the politicians. So as a parting shot, maybe if you can just tell them how to behave during this elections time.
My youth, skizeni. Kwa muda mrefu mmeona vita, ugomvi, watu wanagawanywa kikabila, kisiasa na nini. A lot of you were not born when hizi violence zilikuwa zinafanyika hapa Kenya. And here we are facing another period of election. I want you to be wise. Tumia akili. Siku hizi mayouth wameshanuka. Siku hizi hawavurugi. Siku hizi they are not brainwashed. Siku hizi hawatumiwi. Hatunakuja kuletewa so moja hapa, mnapanga line, mnapewa so, alafu siku election ikifika mnashika mawe. No. Siku hizi mayouth mmeshanuka. So kaa rada. You are a Kenyan citizen. You are democratic. Na pia uko na akili. Siku hizi mayouth wako na akili sana. Ingia YouTube, you see these people, they have content. They are reasonable. And I don't think that saizi mayouth wa saizi watatumiwa kama mayouth wa zamani, kama vile sisi tulikuwa tunatumiwa. At mimi ni wa fulani. No, it's about uongozi wa Kenya. Look into the future of this country. And na uchague. Kama wewe una kadi yako ya kuchagua, chagua ule mtu unajua kwamba ni kiongozi. Whether amekupatia do ama hajakupatia do, chagua ule mtu ambaye atakufaa kwa maisha yako ya usoni. Si ule mtu anakufaa saizi anakupatia 100 bob ya kununua chipo na smoky, alafu unakula, alafu unaanza kuleta vita baadaye. No, choose someone who is going to lead you and lead this nation into the destiny that you want this nation to be. For the youth of Kenya. Nawapenda sana.
Wow, thank you so much. Words of wisdom. Parting shots.
Remember, for the young people, I love young people. Respect the older people. Hata kama ajui kusoma ama ajui kuspell, ye bado ni mzee kwako. And especially for the parents. Some youth nowadays mnakosa respect to our parents zenu. Your parents carry your blessings. So respect your parent, whether they are illiterate, whether they are disabled, whether they have money or they have no money, respect them. Your parent will always be your parent. Hata ukikuwa mkubwa aje, hata utoe mandevu kama hizi, mzazi wako atabaki kuwa mzazi wako. So waheshimu. Wazazi wako ndio wako na baraka zako. If you do not respect your parents, then you are disrespecting your blessings. Na utaona ile kitu una disrespect.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate for today.
Thank you so much.
For creating time.
Thank you. So guys, as I part, I remember to subscribe to Vlogs by Marianne. You will see awesome content. Now you can see all the wisdom that is being brought to this channel. So do not forget to subscribe. Press that button there and keep hooked up onto this kind of content. Vitu vizuri ambazo zitakusaidia.
Wow.